The year was 2012. President Barack Obama signed an executive order. It was called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA. This program offered a lifeline to thousands. These were young people brought to the U.S. as children. They knew no other home. DACA gave them protection. It allowed them to work and study without fear of deportation. Years passed. DACA faced legal battles and political roadblocks. Then in 2023, a new chapter unfolded. President Joe Biden introduced significant changes. DACA evolved into DACA, the Deferred Action for Kinship Arrivals. This expanded version offered hope to a wider group. It included spouses and children of U.S. citizens and permanent residents. The journey from DACA to DACA was long and arduous. It was a testament to the resilience of immigrant communities. They fought for their right to stay in the only home they knew. They shared their stories, advocating for themselves and their families. Their efforts paved the way for a more inclusive and compassionate approach to immigration. The DACA program was not without its critics. Some argued it was an overreach of executive power. Others claimed it encouraged illegal immigration. During the Trump administration, DACA faced an uncertain future. The program was temporarily suspended. This left many dreamers in limbo, their lives on hold. The Biden administration brought a renewed focus on immigration reform. President Biden campaigned on a promise to protect dreamers. He made it clear that he saw DACA as a moral imperative. His administration worked to strengthen and expand the program. This included creating a pathway to citizenship for DACA recipients. The political battle over DACA reflected the deep divisions in American society. It was a microcosm of the larger debate about immigration. Despite the challenges, DACA remained a beacon of hope for millions. It demonstrated the power of persistence and the importance of fighting for justice. President Biden's expansion of DACA to DACA marked a significant shift. It recognized the importance of family unity. Under DACA, spouses and children of U.S. citizens and permanent residents could now apply for protection from deportation. They could also apply for work permits. Take the story of Maria, a mother of 2 U.S.-born children. Maria had been living in fear of being separated from her children. Her husband, a U.S. citizen, had been fighting tirelessly for her to stay. With DACA, Maria could finally breathe a sigh of relief. She could now work legally and contribute to her community without the constant threat of deportation. The DACA program brought hope to countless families like Maria's. It acknowledged that the American dream is often pursued collectively, with families striving together for a better future. By extending protection to spouses and children, DACA recognized the fundamental right to family unity and offered a path to stability and belonging. While DACA represented a major step forward, challenges remain. The program was still based on executive action, not legislation. This meant it could be vulnerable to future legal challenges or changes in presidential administrations. The fight for a permanent solution was far from over. Advocates and lawmakers continue to push for a pathway to citizenship for DACA and DACA recipients. They argued that these individuals who grew up and built lives in the U.S. deserved a chance to fully belong. The future of Dhaka remained uncertain, but the resilience and determination of its beneficiaries offered a glimmer of hope. The story of Dhaka and Dhaka is ultimately a story about America. It is a story about the power of dreams, the fight for justice, and the enduring contributions of immigrants. The individuals impacted by these programs are not just statistics. They are students, teachers, entrepreneurs, and essential workers. They are our neighbors, colleagues, and friends. Their stories remind us of the values that make America strong: hard work, perseverance, and a commitment to family and community. As the U.S. grappled with its complex history of immigration, the DACA and DACA programs served as powerful reminders. They reminded us of the promise and the potential of a nation built by immigrants. They highlighted the importance of empathy, compassion, and the recognition that our diversity is our strength.